Williams, good morning. How are you doing today, man? Welcome to the program. Kendrell Simmons, my man. What's going on, buddy? Doing all right? Christmas time, y'all.
General Manager of WJAY. Your votes got WJAY to the second round ballot for the Stellar Awards 2020. Here's what we need you to do. Log on to WJAYradio.com right now with all of your computer devices or your smartphone and vote WJAY again for 2020 Stellar Awards Gospel Music Radio Station of the Year. The top 4 radio stations in the second round ballot voting will become the nominees for Stellar Awards 2020. Thank you for voting for WJAY.
I wish I were in Nassau right now.
WJAY, Mullins, Marion, South Carolina, and W252BL FM 98.3, Mullins, Marion, South Carolina, USA.
98.3 FM, 1280 AM, WJAY. Now,
it's time for PD Sportswrap, covering high school sports in Marion County, South Carolina. Here's the host of PD Sportswrap, Michael Jenkins.
A wonderful good morning to everyone out there. You notice I didn't say good afternoon this time. I'm getting my stuff together. The new year's coming. I got to be straight next year. I can't be flubbing around and messing around and flopping around because you people always keep me straight. But I'm glad to be here today. And as we approach another new year, it would be my blank. I won't tell you which year it will be, but I'm glad to be here. And another year here at WJAY, which has now spanned about 23, 24 years of doing this program. And it's been a real joy. I'm still happy doing it. Hope I can do it for a while longer. And especially during basketball season, because right now, you know, we went through the preseason plays and the holiday tournaments, and everyone was doing what they had to do to get straight. I hope everybody's straight now, because next week it gets really real. Conference games will be played almost on a nightly basis. Of course, there are a few. I know Marion has a few more non-conference games scheduled, but it won't be long before they're in full swing into the conference schedule, and that should be fun. Right now, Marion boys are over at Florence competing in the Pepsi Classic, and they lost last night. I was watching some of it on a Facebook Live post, and they kind of were a little sloppy with the ball last night and couldn't make free throws. And, usually when you're sloppy with the ball and you can't make free throws, that's a recipe for disaster. And they ended up losing the game. I think it was 66-61 to Lee Central, a team that I had been warned about going into that game last night because it was my intentions to go over there. Had all my clothes laid out to go, and but my wife got home late from work, and had to put those clothes away. Yeah, I got them on today, though. You like them? Just kidding. But they did lose last night, and they will play this afternoon. Let me see what time they play. I think they play at 6 today for third place for the Pepsi Classic. They did good. They won a game and really had a chance to win this tournament. I thought they had a legitimate chance of winning the tournament. I was talking with a good friend of mine, a former Swamp Fox guy. I won't name him, but let's just say he's he's leaving Florence School District, and he's going down to Dorchester County to be the superintendent down there. I'm going to call his name, Kelvin Wims. He's moving on, and I wish him luck. I'm sure he'll do a great job down there. Certainly they're getting someone like they've never had before. They don't know that yet. They'll know it soon. This guy is a mover and a shaker, and he's a sports guy, so he's going to pump up your sports program as one of the things that he does, and he does very well. So looking forward to him making that move, and you'll be hearing from Woodland High School, I promise you, in the next couple of years in a very positive way. But I'm going to try to catch a game today, this afternoon. Maybe I'll go over to Florence and watch that one if I can get away. Marion girls won the A&J tournament a week ago today, and I had the pleasure of going to that. They beat a really good Hartsville team, and I don't remember the girl's name off the top of my head, but I know she chunked in 42 points, and she was throwing threes from everywhere, and gave Marion a little scared there for a minute, but they eventually stretched it back out, and got the win. Kimmy Barnes was the most valuable player for the tournament. Tanasia Lester was all tournament. And I got to give an honorable mention to Mariah Moody, who I thought, Mariah Moody's playing ball, folks. I mean, last year, as good as she was last year, she seemed a little different this year. Her attitude seems different. She's more focused. She's not going through any physical ailments as she did in previous years. She looks straight. And with her playing the way she is, and the other group and the other part of the group playing well too, I have every reason to believe Marion makes a serious run for a state championship this year in Class 3, and quite possibly they can get it. I hadn't seen them a lot, but I've seen enough to know that they are a contender, as is the Dillon Lady Wildcats. They are a contender. So it's going to come down probably in this area anyway to Dillon versus Marion in the 2 games that they have in a few weeks hence. And that's going to be very interesting because Dillon took 2 from Marion last year and won the conference and went further in the playoffs than Marion did. I think they went to the lower state again when they got beat. So there's a lot to look forward to. Mullins girls played down in the Crestcom tournament at the beach. And like they gave Dorman a nice little run for their money. Dorman's a huge school. And Dorman ended up beating Mullins by a score of 53-41. Mullins lost the previous game to a school by the name of Carrollton from Georgia. And they got beat pretty good there, 64-26. Ironically, he said ironically, Jessica Gerald and Wilson won the tournament. Same tournament. But the Wilson Tigers cut the nets down in that tournament. And congratulations to Jessica on another outstanding start to the season. It's her 3rd year. She's done extremely well. in each of the years she's coached. This girl is a natural. I think it comes to her naturally. It comes directly from her dad. She understands what this coaching thing is about. She understands the whole picture. Irony is, nobody in Marion County thought she was ready. That's right. They didn't think she was ready. Because, personally, I thought, she would have been a perfect fit for the Marion job back in the day before she went to Wilson. But nobody thought enough of her in terms of whether she was ready enough to even get that job. So the Kelvin Williams connection gets her over to Wilson. And as they say, the rest is history. Because right now she's doing an outstanding job with Wilson basketball. And that's not an easy job to have. Okay? Wilson folks will run you off. Okay? They seem to be fine with her right now because all she's doing is winning and building a program. And I want to congratulate her. I want to get on the radio, but I haven't been able to do it. But I will eventually. I look forward to that day. But, the big buzz around the county right now, around Marion, is even though the high school Swamp Foxes program is doing extremely well, it's the middle school team that's creating all the buzz around here. I hadn't seen them yet. But I understand these guys are rolling. Andy Bostic took over the middle school program this year. You may know the name Andy Bostic. He's had some fame over in Wilson. I believe he went to the University of South Carolina. He's a known quantity. Why he's back in Marion, I don't know, but people around Marion are very glad that he is because they're seeing basketball at the middle school level they hadn't seen for years. Of course, she's Daisy Bostic, photographer lady. It's her husband. And you remember I had her on the program some time ago. But Andy Bostic is stirring things up in this town, and those kids at Jonikin are stirring things up more. So I got to get out over there and see him. Little Squirt is a guy that a lot of people are talking about, but it's not just him. I need to get a complete roster of these guys. I need to go see them because I need to tell you about them because right now they are becoming a big topic around here. So we'll keep you posted on that. Now, Wilson beat North Mecklenburg 51-44, and they also beat Ashley High School out of Wilmington 49-36 for two of the wins in their march toward this tournament, Crestcom down at the beach. A lot of tournaments going on too. I don't have all the information regarding them, but if anyone cares to share, then I'd be very interested in reading these things out right here on the air. Let's talk about polls real quick, and then we're gonna get into this whole realignment thing, which happens every 2 years and drives everybody crazy. But that has pretty much been, ironed out and rolled out, and now we know who's going to be where, who's going up, who's going down, where Marion and Mullins fit in the whole realignment thing. But first, this is last week's poll that I didn't read, and I didn't see a poll for this week, so we'll just go with this is the way things were a week ago. In 5A girls, top 10, T.L. Hanna is ranked number 1, followed by the Sumter Lady Gamecocks. J.L. Mann is 3, Clover is 4, Woodmont's 5. The Lady Gators of Goose Creek is number 6. I'm sure my boy Omar Hemingway from Britain's Neck, who's now living down that area, is very happy about that because he's a big Goose Creek fan and supporter. Irmo is number 7, Westside is 8, Wando is 9, and Nation Ford is the number 10th ranked girls 5A team in the state, as I said 2 weeks ago. 4A girls top 10, North Augusta, no surprise there. They're still top ranked, and they are also, I think, at least a 2-time defending state champ. South Point is number 2. Orangeburg Wilkinson is number 4. Westwood is 5. North Myrtle Beach is 6. Wilson is 7. We got North Myrtle Beach here twice. Okay, maybe Myrtle Beach and then North Myrtle Beach. At any rate, Travelers Rest is 9. Blue Ridge is the 10th ranked Class 4A team in the state. Class 3A, Marion girls are number 1 ranked, followed by the Lady Monarchs of Manning. They're ranked number 2, followed by Keenan at 3, Bishop England at 4, Dillon Lady Wildcats at 5. Woodruff is the 6th ranked team, and they're followed by Camden, Emerald, Seneca, and Chester. Class 2A, Christ Church, the defending champs, are number 1, followed by East Clarendon at 2, Mullins at 3, Lee Central Girls at 4, the Lady Stallions, go figure. Number 5 is Saluda. Number 6 is Woodland. Number 7 is Buford. Number 8 is Great Collegiate. Number 9 is Andrew Jackson. And Barnwell are the number 10 ranked team, girls 2A team in the state. Single A, Scotts Branch, ranked number 1, followed by Estill, High Point Academy, Military Magnet, Lady Whirlwinds of Timminsville coming at 5, McCormick at 6, Blackfield Hilda 7, Cross at 8, Denmark All are 9, and the Lamar Lady Silver Foxes are the number 10th ranked single A team in the state. Or what were, it could still be. Now for boys. Class 5A boys, Dorman ranked number 1, followed by Dutch Fork, Malden, Irmo, Ashley Ridge, River Bluff, Northwestern. Burns is 8, Fort Dorchester is 9, and Wade Hampton is the number 10th ranked boys 5A team in the state. Time to take a break, folks. We'll have to continue this later. Be right back.
98.3 FM, 1280 AM WJAY. Season's greetings from Community Life Link and Little Promises Learning Center of Mullins, South Carolina. Have yourselves a graceful, merry time, and remember, Jesus is the reason for the season. 98.3 FM, 1280 AM WJAY.
This is Todd Johnson, Mullins Discount Drug. Are you going to the big box retail store to fill your prescriptions? Perhaps we can save you money on the same medication at Mullins Discount Drug. Come give us a try. Mullins Discount Drug, 310 South Main Street, downtown Mullins, South Carolina. Mullins Discount Drug, open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. 843-464-1757. 843-464-1757. Remember, Mullins Discount Drug.
TNT Mini Mart and Deli, 6313 Old Ebenezer Road, Atlanta, South Carolina. 843-433-8424. 843-433-8424. Located downtown LB Heights community. Looking for a good breakfast and lunch? Come on down to TNT Mini Mart and Deli. Breakfast includes 1 meat, grits, toast, and eggs. Lunch varies every day, but we do serve every day fried chicken, hot dogs, pork chops, fried fish, and turkey wings. So come on down to TNT Mini Mart and Deli. You won't be disappointed. The owner and operator would like to thank everyone for coming out, showing support at his business, and he's wishing everyone a safe and blessed holidays. So don't forget, TNT Mini Mart and Deli, 6313 Old Ebenezer Road, Atlanta, South Carolina. 843-433-8424. That's 843-433-8424. Located downtown LB Heights community.
Is that Lewis? Lewis Termas?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know Lewis?
12 years old. We're grateful to serve our community.
Yeah,
Our
good
mission
food,
is to educate
Yeah,
children.
good food, isn't it?
Does it?
Yeah,
Learning.
Ate all of it.
Provide them with the best opportunities for
Me and my wife will go over there.
personal development. Call today.
She and Lewis been friends for years and years.
561-3160 or come by to see us. We're located 4508 Highway 76, Mullins.
Union will convene with the Little PD E&M Association Center, 6127 Highway 76 East, Mullins, South Carolina, on December the 28th, 2019. Registration beginning at 9 a.m. Program begins at 9:30 a.m. Host Church, Pleasant Hill Missionary Baptist Church, along with their pastor, David Davis, delivering the sermon. There will be a workshop open to all. Topic: probate,
Who's the pastor?
wills,
Pleasant?
presented by Ms.
Said
Chris
Pleasant?
Ford Nelson.
Who didn't say what church that was?
Pleasant Hill Baptist
Very
Church.
important
Pleasant Hill.
Thank you.
Inform.
Thurman A.
Okay,
Jones,
okay.
President, Pastor Paul.
I thought you said
Brantley,
Pleasant Grove. I said, what,
Vice
you got a new
President.
pastor, Pleasant Grove?
98.3 FM and
1280 AM WJAY.
County of Marion's local gospel radio station.
98.3 FM, 1280 AM, WJAY.
This is PD Sports Wrap, highlights of Marion County high school sports. Please note, comments and feedback from callers and guests on PD Sports Wrap are not necessarily those of the owners of WJAY or any of WJAY's advertisers, but are the perspectives of callers and guests of PD Sports Wrap. Here's the host of the show, Michael Jenkins.
I see my son-in-law, Jamie, out there. What's up, Jamie? He wants to see if I'm going to say anything about Clemson today. Not going to say anything about Clemson. Nothing good anyway. I'll leave that alone for now. But welcome, Jamie. We got to go see a basketball game, too. I was watching the game last night up in Charlotte, and I get the feel that I want to go to a game. I want to take you up on your offer. So you can make it happen. I'll be making a trip to Charlotte to see some basketball. The 4A boys, Ridgeview, defending state champs, they are still ranked number 1, and for good reason. They are followed by Wren, Aiken, Lower Richland, AC Flora, Greenville, Myrtle Beach, Travelers Rest, Marlborough County, and North Myrtle Beach are your top 10 Class 4A teams, or were your Class 4A. Class 3A, Keenan is top ranked, followed by Wade Hampton, Marion, Bishop England, Manning, Union County, Chester, Camden, Georgetown, and Edisto. Class 3A. Class 2A, looking at Gray Collegiate is ranked number 1, followed by Oceanside Collegiate. Christ Church is 3, so you got charter schools dominating everything right there in the top 3. Lee Central is ranked number 4, and after last night's game, I'm sure a lot of people agree that they should be up there, maybe even higher. They are followed by Whale Branch, North Charleston, Greer Middle College. 8 is going to be Andrew Jackson, and Andrew competed in the lowest in the finals last year. They got beat. And Abbeville is the 10th ranked boys 2A team in state. Single A boys, Charleston Math and Science is ranked number 1, followed by Great Falls, Military Magnet, High Point Academy, Wagner Sally, McCormick, Hemingway, Scotts Branch, and C.E. Murray comes in at 9, and Dixie is the number 10th ranked team. So those are the rankings. The last time I saw rankings come out, which was it was a week ago, last Tuesday, I saw these. So I'm sure it's changed right now, especially in light of the fact that teams are playing basketball all over the place with all this, all of these tournaments going on. I want to take a look at something with the realignment here real quick. Oh boy, watch, I'm not going to be able to find it. Or maybe I will. But the realignment there's a lot of talk going on about that. And I'm sure it's going to make a lot of people happy, and it's going to make a lot of people not so happy. But things are changed again, and they do it they say they do it for competitive purposes. And I do understand, and I do respect the effort that they put forth, to make these things happen. But I don't necessarily agree with who should be where. Now, it says the realignment shakes up South Carolina high school sport. Who's moving up? Who's moving down? This is Lou Bajak, our beloved from around here. And I'm going to read the article. Ridgeview High School is moving up a classification, and Irmo is moving down, according to the proposed South Carolina High School League 2020 through 22 realignment released Thursday. Those are among the big changes that affect Columbia area teams in the proposal. Realignment happens in the state every 2 years and is done to level the competitive playing field among schools. Ridgeview will be in Class 5A in the state's biggest classification for the first time, and is in the upper state in Region 4-5A with rival Blythewood, Spring Valley, Northwestern, Rock Hill. The Blazers are the 40th biggest school according to the enrollment numbers used to calculate the changes. The top 40 schools are picked for Class 5A, meaning Ridgeview will be the smallest in that classification. The Blazers are going for a third straight Class 4A title in basketball this season. Wow, that was 3. Irmo goes from Class 5A down to 4A and is now in Region 5-4A. I guess Irmo wasn't winning enough state championships anymore, so they want to make it possible for them. They've done this with Irmo before, or at least teams that were competing with them back in the 70s. I think it was Lower Richland who was in 5A at one time, but they were winning the championships every year, and people in Irmo didn't like it. And before you know it, boom, Lower Richland was down in 4A and still winning. And Irmo got a chance, and they did win a state championship or 2. Lugoff Elgin also drops back to Class 4A after 2 years in 5A and is in Region 4-4A with AC Flora, Dreher, Richmond, Northeast, and Westwood. We can be competitive, and travel is reasonable for all sports, Lugoff Elgin athletic director and football coach Matt Campbell said. Lower Richland and Brooklyn Casey will be moving down from Class 4A to 3A. LR is in Region 4-3A with Mid-Carolina, Keenan, Fairfield Central, and Chester. BC goes back to 3A after being in 4A the past 2 years and is in Region 5-3A with Fox Creek, Gilbert, Orangeburg, Wilkinson, Swansea, and Strom-Thurmond. And as you can see, Orangeburg, Wilkinson also moved down to 3A. It's going to be a tougher travel-wise with Fox Creek and Orangeburg, Wilkinson, Gilbert athletic director and football coach Chad Liepert said. It is a region that's going to be tougher. BC and Thurman will be tougher in football, and this region will offer full allotment of sports to compete against. It will provide more competition. Pelion is moving down to Class 2A and will be in Region 5-2A with Barnwell, Edisto, Silver Bluff. Wade Hampton, Newberry also drops to 2A, is with Batesburg, Leesville, Columbia, Eau Claire, Great Collegiate, and Saluda. C.A. Johnson will be dropping from Class 2A to Class Single A. C.A. Johnson is the only Midlands team in Class A and is in a region with Great Falls, Governor's School, Lamar, Louisville, McBee, Riverwalk Academy, and Midland STEM. I tell you, these schools are coming out of the woodworks, man. Region 5-5A remains unchanged with Dutch Fork, White Knoll, River Bluff, Lexington, and Chapin. Some of the biggest changes statewide included Lucy Beckham High School. What's Lucy Beckham? Okay, which opens next year in Mount Pleasant and will be Class 4A. So they're starting out as a 4A school, and in the same region with other Charleston area and Hilton Head area schools. May River, which is moving up to Class 4A, will be in that region. Catawba Ridge, which opened this year, also will be in Class 4A. Oceanside Collegiate, a charter school in Low Country, also is moving up to Class 3A. Wren, which has just won a 4A football state championship, is moving down to Class 3A in the same region with Daniel and Belton Honea Path. Greenwood, Westside, and Lawrence are all moving down to 4A. This year's realignment is based on a 45-day numbers from grades 9 through 11. In the past, the 135-day numbers were used through grades 9 through 12. The goal of this year's realignment was to shrink the number of schools in Class 5A and increase the ones in Single A. Class 5A went from 48 to 40 schools, and Class A went from 38 to more than 50 schools, although not all play football. The top 40 schools were picked for Class 5A. Okay, this is a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Let me slide on down here. And let me take a look at the things that affect us most here. In 4A, what you have is, and this is going to be tough. Region 6 will include Darlington, Hartsville, Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach, South Florence, and West Florence and Wilson. Class 3A, Marion has vacated that. They are gone from 3A. They will now be in the same conference with Mullins again. So we're looking at Region 7, which would include Andrews, Kingstree, Latta, Lee Central, Marion, and Mullins. Dillon will stay in 3A, and they will compete with Aner, Dillon, Georgetown, Loris, and Waccamaw. That's all I'm going to say on that right now. But I do want to touch on the Lakers real quick because everyone's been feeling good about the Lakers lately. Yeah, them boys was getting ready for championships. Yeah, well, Albert Lewis, every day on Facebook, he posting this and posting that. Laker fans are feeling good. Now, hold it. Let me say this. There are Laker fans and there are LeBron fans. I respect the Laker fans, the real Laker fans who've been with them forever. This new crowd that's coming over on the LeBron train, I've got less respect for them, but they're okay too. But I was telling these guys early in the year, y'all getting souped up on the Lakers, but no championships are won in October and November. Y'all do know that, right? Well, the Lakers have stubbed their toe, lost 4 in a row, and now LeBron talking about he hurt again. You can't make this stuff up. Anyway, that's going to be my final word today. Thank you for joining me, and have a nice, safe New Year's Eve, and I wish you all the best for the coming New Year. But I'll be back here next week with more. So have a wonderful, safe week. Later.
PD Sports Wrap is an overview of high school sports in Marion County, South Carolina. Join us again next time.